What's up, pals? Welcome to the Your Random Pal channel. And today, I'm in a room full of classic and collector cars. And where am I at? Well, I'm in Carmel, Indiana, near Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm at Gateway Classic Cars of Indy, but it's in Carmel, Indiana. So a little north. And I'm here to check out all the cool stuff they have for sale. So I'm gonna find some random stuff, and then I'm gonna show you some of the cool stuff out here too. So let's spin the camera around and let's start looking around. Now this place is pretty well laid out. As you can see, they got the trucks in one area. Bunch of gassers over here. Over here we got the El Camino section. The Mustang section. The Thunderbird section. Classic Thunderbirds. I don't see a modern one in here. And there are quite a few Camaros to choose from along here, as well as Corvettes. This one here, it's a pace car, 1978. And cool thing about the little fun fact is my uncle Paul, he used to have one of these. So it's a cool car. Could be his, I don't know. I can check and see in the inside if it's an automatic. It is an automatic, so it could possibly be his car. He got rid of it a long time ago, but I do remember it as a kid. And they were all like this two-tone black and silver. And most of your classics are right down and through here. A few little modern ones mixed in. Now behind me is a classic car that most of y'all probably wouldn't recognize. It is actually Mother Russia's finest. Yes, comrade. It is a Soviet car. This is a Volga 2410. It's four-door, nice little family sedan. When you're out in the cold weather of Siberia, get warm in this thing, right? And it's a manual transmission, 3 pedals, just like the way I like it. And it's exceptionally clean too. Look at the interior on it. Now this Volga is vintage 1990, and it features a 4-cylinder engine power plant. As far as options, it's got a cassette player, but it's only got AM radio, so your entertainment on the radio is going to be a little lacking unless you upgrade to a modern stereo. Let's check it out a little bit more. It's kind of a plain looking car, but it's still a nice looking classic nonetheless. Definitely be fun to take to a local Cars and Coffee. Most people wouldn't know what it is. It's got some nice chrome accents on it. Definitely 80s kind of looking inside of it, early 90s. A little bit of wood trim. I don't know, it might be fake. But yeah, it is very basic. Tiny side mirrors here. The cool thing about it that I like is the emblem here with the reindeer on it. Nice little touch. Neat car, and a good classic to buy to take your family around in. But I do not know how hard it would be to get parts in the US for these cars. So you might want to do your homework on that one. If you're a bit of an off-roader, this sand rail buggy right here might be the ticket to having fun. It's got something more than a little flat Volkswagen motor. It's got a V8 on it. So this thing will really haul it over the sand dunes. And let's see, it's a 69 Volkswagen dune buggy, so that's the basis for it. And the engine power in this thing is a Ford 302. That's a 5-liter engine in the back. So that's a Volkswagen with a Mustang motor. And let's get a closer look up some of these gassers here. These are all for sale and pretty cool. I assume that you could drive them on the street. Maybe not all of them. This one doesn't have a license plate area on the back, so this one may not be street legal. I actually, looking inside of it, I don't think it is street legal. And you got the Chevy with the 454. You got a Morris Minor here. I like the character on here, the guy trying to hang on. And I love the paint on this one, how it sparkles. It's got that metal flake paint job. I always love metal flake. It just really catches the eye. And this car is called the Horse Trader. And then we have the Flash, in case you're into superheroes. And another cool sparkly metal flake design, paint job with Mr. Horsepower. And this one is a Chevy powered car. Another Chevy powered car. And another Chevy powered car. So they have quite the pick of Chevy powered gassers out here to run down the local track. Actually, these all might just be race only. I'm not seeing any places for license plates on them. Apparently old Slimer here won a really cool trophy. It's got a lot of things going on here. Steering wheel there, stars. Let's see what it's got on here. Yep, top 100, cruising. So it's a cruising trophy. For all you Porsche fans, they've got a Porsche out here for sale. Or if you just like the Sally Porsche from the movie Cars, they've got a yellow Porsche, fly yellow. And the interior matches the exterior. Yellow accents everywhere. I really like how they got the wheels yellow. That really sets the car off well, and it has the chrome accent. So this is a really neat looking Porsche. And it's well vented in the back for your rear engine. Take it out on the track and have some fun. Here we have a miniature RV on wheels, the little Volkswagen Vanagon. And this is an 85. But check out this paint job. This is like that, what do they call it, bed liner paint. It's like, looks like it's tough as nails. I guess easy to clean off and you never have to wax it kind of deal. So less maintenance on this one. And the cool thing is it has a warning label above the gas filler cap here. Let's take a look on the inside. Manual transmission, the Hearst shifter. That's really cool. You don't see that too much in an RV or a van. And there's the living quarters in the back. You can have a nice tailgate party or go out in the woods for the weekend, and you got sleeping quarters at the top. And it's also a nuclear fallout shelter, as you can see by the sign in the back. So in case we get into World War III, you'll be safe in this Vanagon. And it's got your hookups too for electric, water, and probably sewer or whatever. And then there's a vent right there. So I don't go camping, so I don't know all the little hookups on them. It's cool. It's got these little eyebrows on the headlights. So ladies, you might like that little touch right there. And even the grills are covered in the bed liner as well as the bumper. And it's got the obligatory Euro license plate. Couple of track cars right here. These are set up for some street and strip action here. Got an old Dodge Coronet and a Ford Mustang. It's got the 5-liter engine according to the emblem on here. Both very beautiful cars. It's like Tweety Bird and Garfield right next to each other. And check out that interior. It's got the racing seats, but it's really nicely done though. It doesn't look all race. It just complements it well. It looks like a kind of a luxury exotic sports car on the inside of this Mustang. Check out this cool custom Mustang emblem on the quarter panel, or the sail panel right there. Nice touch. Now, if you've been watching my videos for any time, you know that I have a Trans Am. I'm a big Trans Am guy. I like Pontiacs a lot. I mean, I like variety. I like Japanese domestic market and stuff. But this Pontiac behind me really caught my eye. This old Pontiac Safari wagon. So this is basically the Pontiac version of the Chevy Nomad. Got a cool little V8 logo right there. And the wire wheels that kind of gives it a little British flair right there. You see those usually on the little British sports cars. And this is a Star Chief Safari wagon. It's got a nice custom interior, cloth seats. I just love the color combination. You got the very subdued gray paint with this standout bright pinkish color right here. And the chrome accents it all ties together well, and it really sets the car off. Plus, those vintage Pontiac hood ornaments look so cool. It's like a plane. It looks like it's got a little face on it. So this would be a nice car to cruise around town in. Here's a couple more Pontiacs for you. A Pontiac Fiero, and this is the '89 Trans Am pace car. Now, what's so special about this? It's the only Trans Am that did come with a V8. It came with a V6, but not just any V6. It's the Buick Grand National V6, the 3.8 turbo. And basically, after the Grand National ran its course in '87, they had some stockpiled engines left over, and they put them in these '89 turbo Trans Ams. And they actually made a little bit more horsepower. I think it was rated at 250. Now these Trans Ams did have too many options. This one's a hard top. They did come in T-tops, and I think the interiors, you could either get the cloth like you see here or the leather interior. And check out these old school steering wheels. They've just got a ton of buttons here. This is like back in the Knight Rider days. And if you're looking for American sports cars, well, they've got a Viper and a Corvette here to take your pick from. Red and blue. Where I'm from, this would be UK, University of Kentucky, and U of L, University of Louisville. Or across the river is University of Indiana, if you're a Hoosier fan, which we're in Indiana right now, so. And it comes, this Viper comes with its own bra, so, or it comes with an accessory, right? I got a buddy of mine, he loves Vipers, so definitely got to film his Viper for him. Jay, if you're watching this, or whenever you watch this Viper here is for you, buddy. It's a Viper RT10. I know he's just watching this, drooling over it. And let's see what year it is. This is one of the early ones. This is a 96. Just before they changed the styling of it. And here we have a very rare BMW. It's a 1993 850i. And the cool thing about this is it's got a V12 motor. And I just love the styling of it. Although it does kind of remind me of a Ford Probe, which I honestly like the Ford Probes. Some people may not be such a big fan of them, but I kind of think they look like the Ford Probe. And a lot of the Ford Probes that I remember seeing were this kind of silver color. Now it is an automatic transmission. Me personally, I'd rather have a stick shift, but it is nice and clean. It's got a sunroof here, or if you're James Bond, maybe that's for the ejector seat. It does look like a James Bond car. And let's go around to the back here. Here we have a trio of 80s Mercedes. So if you're into these little 80s Mercedes sports car two-seaters, they got them. They got two convertibles. This one here, it's got a hard top on it, but it apparently comes off. It's the way I'm seeing all the seams on it. Standing out in this corner to me is the Impala, and it's lowered and it's got this custom two-tone paint on it. It's actually a Caprice, my bad. The Caprice and Impalas, they look very similar. And check out the dash. It's like got the same cloth material on the seats and on the dash. Very custom. Back in the day, cops used to use these type of cars all the time. So they're a very popular car. And check out the steering wheel. I love the steering wheel. It's really sets the interior off. It's a thing that your eyes focus on, and I love the flame cutouts on it. It's pretty cool. And it's got all your switches and power functions on this car, so it's a bit of luxury too. Be cruising in style to your next car cruise. If you're one of those people that likes the finer things in life, like a crumb bid and some coffee and baguettes, look, they have a Bentley for you. Got some very big rims on it. Those look like dubs to me. And then they have the exquisite Land Rover. The SUV of your dreams. If you like the Nissans, we got classic Nissan, and we got a little bit more modern Nissan. You got the 300Z, or Fairlady car, as some people refer to them as, because in Japan they call them the Fairlady Z. And here over here, let's see which one this is. This is a 240Z, and it's also like the Fairlady in the Japan market. And you can see the Z emblem on the sail panel here. So fun little Nissan sports cars here. And this one here, this 300, this is a ZX. This is a twin turbo, and you can see it's got the Fairlady Z on the back here. And let's check out the inside. Oh yeah, this car here, it's got a stick shift in it, so you'll have a lot of fun in this twin turbo Nissan 300ZX Fairlady Z, however you want to call it. Moving right along, if you're a Beetle maniac, we've got some vintage Beetles here, none of the newer stuff, but this one's got some very cool custom touches. Volkswagen's German, and it's got German wheels, but it's got Mercedes German wheels, so it's upgraded to some more luxurious accommodations. As you can see inside, the interior looks a little bit more luxurious than your standard Beetle. And you got this retractable roof right here, so you can catch some sun, get some air. And look, it's got a Momo steering wheel. That's what they have in Ferraris. How great is that? Now, while this one is more of a luxurious Beetle with its Mercedes trim, this one here is more like a hot rod style Beetle. It's got the interior that's been redone, red and black everywhere, and it's a convertible drop top, or as they say, cabriolet in the European market. Here we got an old lead sled. It's a 51 Mercury, and like a lot of people did back in the day, they customized it. So it's got some more of a modern touch. It looks kind of like put a wrap on here. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of a flat collared wrap versus the glossy black on it. I really like it. It's a neat touch to it. And it's got the old white walls like you'd see back in the day with the side pipes. This is like one of those James Dean type rides. Tops lowered. And look at the interior. Kind of looks like a Steak and Shake going on inside here. Here's some more vehicles sitting out in the front lobby area for you to enjoy. Old school Pontiac here. And Jay, I know you love your Vipers. Here's another Viper. This is a little bit more of the modern one. So they got the early style and they got the newer style Viper. And this is the SRT 10. Kind of like this, kind of a orangish, copperish kind of color. Kind of reminds me of autumn time, fall time. And a luxurious tan interior. Well, pals, if you're looking for a nicer, newer classic car in your driveway or your garage, then come on down to Gateway Classic Cars up in Indianapolis, or go on their website. They got dealerships located across the U.S., so there might be one in your neck of the woods. I know there's one in Louisville, but it's southern Indiana. And then there's this one up in Indianapolis. It's actually Carmel, Indiana, so close by, you know what I mean. But anyway, come check them out. Maybe you can find you the car of your dreams at one of these places. And that's a wrap for this episode today. But until next time, don't worry, be random.
And if you never ran to miss another random car video,
remember, ring that bell. Ring that bell.